Hey guys, welcome back to Dead Man 110 and welcome back to LEGO Harry Potter years 5 to 7. This is another character showcase for this game, and on the last episode I think we showcased Severus Snape, or Professor Snape, and on today's episode we are going to be showcasing Harry Potter's godfather, Sirius Black, except he has two variants, one normal variant and then him in Azkaban, and just for a comparison's sake, there's him next to Harry himself, so there you go. So there was that. So here's what his first variant looks like, and it looks quite nice and very, very accurate, to be fair. It looks very, very good. And in terms of abilities that he has the Reducto spell, Wingardium Leviosa, Expecto Patronum, the Aquamenti spell, Luminous Salam, Defendu, and his Animagus form, which is a dog. So here's it attacking, there's its jumping. You don't have anything for the circle button while in this form, and then triangle to change back if you're on PlayStation anyway. So there's his abilities, and it's the same with this version, the Azkaban version, which again is nice and accurate, in all fairness. Like, it's very, very good. It's good stuff indeed, yos. So there's that. Then we've we've not got to get onto anything. Basically, we just get onto information about him. So, like I said before, he's Harry Potter's godfather. His first appearance is actually in the Harry Potter franchise, is Prisoner of Azkaban, and basically he's kind of the centerpiece of it, where he is apparently trying to get Harry and trying to kill him, but he was only Harry's godfather, so it didn't turn out that way. He was framed for doing something he never actually did, in terms of a crime that he never actually did, involving Wormtail, aka Peter Pettigrew, and it was also involving Lily and James Potter. How it was actually Sirius who killed them, but nope, it turned out to be Peter Pettigrew who really did it. Well, it was Lord Voldemort who actually did it, but obviously Wormtail gave up their location, didn't he? Obviously before the movies, like when Harry was only just a child and only at the age of 1. So there's some information about him, and then basically Hermione, Harry, thanks to that, are basically tasked to go after the one, the only, what's his face, Sirius Black, because of everything to do with that, and they were going to try and get him out of Azkaban, which they did. But Harry never got to go home with him because of him still being a detriment to society, in society's eyes. That being the Wizarding Society. And I'm talking about Sirius Black being a detriment to the Wizarding world and society. I'm not on about Harry. But anyway, after that, the next movie they would obviously appear in is Goblet of Fire, and he's only really just talking to Harry about the Goblet of Fire, and he's literally just a fly on the wall, really, in that movie. Like, he's just only appearing in the flames of where Harry is next to. Like, that is literally the only spot that he really is appearing in. Or appearing in. So, yeah, so Sirius doesn't get much to do in that, but he gets enough time, really. And then you go on to Order of the Phoenix, and this is sadly his final movie that he would appear in. Well, technically not his final. We'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, basically what ends up happening is Harry and Sirius finally reunite for real, and before anything could really happen, Bellatrix ends up killing Sirius in the Department of Mysteries, or Department of Magic, or whatever the place is called. Ministry of Magic, that's it. And yeah, so she basically kills him, and yeah, that basically and obviously upset Harry, as he's been dealing with death his entire life, involving his loved ones. So that didn't go down well for him, and nor did it sit well with him, obviously. And based on that, he would try and exact revenge on Bellatrix, only for Lord Voldemort to show up, that which then Dumbledore shows up. But the final movie that Sirius does appear in, and also Harry's pain of losing Sirius also continues on to, I think, Half-Blood Prince. I think it does. But anyway, his final movie actually comes at the expense of Deathly Hallows Part 2, because Harry uses the Resurrection Stone to basically bring back all of his family members and friends from the dead. So that included Sirius Black, and it was basically when Harry was on his way to give himself up to Lord Voldemort, therefore him getting killed, but it was all a setup, and then Harry would later kill Voldemort and end the Second Wizarding War. But anyway, guys, if you guys enjoyed this video, well, before we go, I'm gonna do a comparison real quick. You'll see what that is. You'll see what that is in a minute, because Bellatrix Lestrange gets 2 attires, and one of them is the same as Sirius's, and that is her Azkaban attire. And we're going to compare them both. So there they are, kind of side by side. They're fairly similar, or similar to be fair, but either way, if you guys enjoyed this episode, then like, comment, subscribe, share the favorite videos. If it could get out to 60 likes, that'd be great. And yeah, ciao guys.